bottom line is, if you don't have an emergency fund, that is an emergency. If you are familiar with Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps program to financial freedom, you know that the first step in the program is to save $1,000 as a starting emergency fund, which I agree, and I think it's a fantastic place for everyone heavily into debt to start. But it's super discouraging to people trying to do this when they hear such comments such as, well, savings is for losers. Saving money sucks. It doesn't work. Inflation is just eating your money away. Look, the bottom line is, if you don't have an emergency fund, that is an emergency. Personal finance is more about psychology than math. In fact, I'd argue that it's about 90% personal behavior and 10% math and numbers. If it was all 100% math and numbers, then we would all have perfect finances. But it's not, because it comes down to our choices and our personal behavior. So this is where Dave Ramsey's starter $1,000 starter emergency fund comes into play. Now, can it cover all of your expenses in case you lose your job? Probably not. But that's not the point. That's not the purpose. You have to understand the importance of setting a challenging but achievable goal. If someone is deeply, heavily indebted, they need to strengthen their savings habit. Just like exercise builds and strengthens your core muscles incrementally, you need to build and strengthen those core savings muscles. And don't listen to people that tell you that savings is for losers. I even hear wealthy individuals say this, but what they don't realize is that they themselves are savers, because it's simple math. If you have a lot of money, bottom line is you're keeping more money than you're spending, which is the definition of saving. So going back to the exercise analogy, you don't become Arnold Schwarzenegger in a day. It's about forming small but consistent habits and hitting small milestones to stay motivated and grow financially. This process helps to deprogram your brain from a debt mindset to a savings and wealth building mentality. Achieving that $1,000 savings milestone is the catalyst for this shift, leading to an eventual goal of a robust, a real emergency fund covering 6 to 8 months of your living expenses. Starting with a manageable goal is crucial though, because aiming too high, having too much of an unrealistic goal is very discouraging and ultimately leads to failure. So it's about setting a challenging yet reachable target to grow your net worth ultimately. Because a year from now, you're gonna be wishing that you had started today. So for everyone out there deeply indebted, I really highly encourage you to check out Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps program, because it's a fantastic way to start on your journey to being financially free. And no, I'm not a sponsor. I'm not being paid. I don't know them. I'm just saying that this is, out of all of the methodologies that I've read and researched, this makes the most sense to me. Because again, going back to what I said previously, personal finance for me is about 90% about personal choices and behavior, and only 10% math. So let's start with that small, challenging but attainable goal and work our way from there. Thank you guys for watching. If you like, dislike, please leave a comment below. Let's start a conversation, and I will see you in the next video.